Dario non si sente.
Yes, here we are. We had a technical problem, but here we are. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this open day where you will meet with faculty, students, and staff of three courses of medical sciences that are offered at Sapienza University in Rome. I'm Professor Coletti, for instance. I teach histology to medical students and to those who choose dentistry. This meeting is recorded and it will be available on YouTube and on the web pages of our university. We are doing this since we realized that many high school students don't even imagine that it is possible to get medical studies in one of the best universities in the world, located in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And that's all in English. Pretty cool, isn't it? So I was wondering why everybody has not joined us already. Where is the trick? Well, that's that I'm going to be one of your first-year professors, and I'm really, really bad. That's the trick. So to go to the second year, you have to pass my exam, and you have to study hard, or you will fail miserably. Well, more seriously, we decided to share information on this opportunity to study medical subjects at Sapienza University and advertise our international school with a worldwide live event. Here is the program. So today we will present you three courses: medicine, surgery, dentistry and dental prosthodontics, and nursing. Certainly there will be other initiatives. I will tell you more about that later. Today, our dean will welcome you to start with. Then let me have a look to the program. We will give you a bird's eye view of the schools, followed by in-depth presentations of each single degree program: medicine, dentistry, and nursing. Special attention will be dedicated to the iMat, that is the name of the admission test. All of those courses have numerous clauses. And then we will end up with a Q&A session. So please, actually, let me tell you, feel free to start submitting right now any question that you might have through the dedicated tool. You know, on Zoom, there is this Q&A tool to forward your questions. So I will stop here now. Thank you very much. And let's see what Professor Villari, the Dean of our faculty, will tell us.
Good afternoon and welcome to this the virtual open day that is dedicated to potential international students within the medical area of Sapienza University of Rome. Sapienza is a very large university with three medical faculties: the Faculty of Pharmacy and Medicine, the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry, and the Faculty of Medicine and Psychology. My name is Paolo Villari, and I am the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy and Medicine in Sapienza University of Rome. Here I'm giving the welcome also on behalf of the other two deans, who are Professor Domenico Alvaro and Professor Rino Rendina. It's a great pleasure to be here and to have the potential international students with us today. Sapienza is not only the largest university in Rome, but it is also one of the most prestigious, the largest, and also oldest university in Europe, with an history dating back more than 800 years ago. Our mission is to provide high-quality education, fostering innovation and research in a welcoming and inclusive environment. This inclusive environment is located within the city of Rome, a place where history, culture, and modernity are perfectly merged. As a student, you will have the unique opportunity to study in a city that is a sort of living museum. In addition to its historical treasures, Rome is also a vibrant and dynamic city that offers numerous cultural and entertainment opportunities. During the open day of today, you will have the opportunity to explore our different academic program, meet our faculty and international students, discover the countless opportunities that await you in the health sciences courses in the faculty of pharmacy and medicine, medicine and dentistry, and medicine and psychology. There are 3 English language health science courses in the medical area of our faculties: medicine and surgery, dentistry and dental prosthodontics, and nursing. All these courses are characterized by an international competitive research, teaching, and clinical environment. You will be trained in clinical internship in major university facilities, such as the Policlinico Umberto I in Rome and the Sant'Andrea Hospital, which have over than 100 clinical units and perform research in international setting. Today's presentation will allow you to discover all the opportunities that these 3 courses offer. I would like to emphasize the 3 important points. First of all, our courses have a broad international perspective, attracting students from all over the world, from China to the United States, with different backgrounds that foster constant cultural exchange. Second, our degree programs qualify immediately students for their respective professions: doctors, nurses, and dentistry. It is important to note that the medicine and surgery program has recently been accredited by the World Federation of Medical Education, allowing our graduates to apply for medical residency programs in abroad, such as, for example, in the United States. Third, you will have the opportunity to engage with the community that is a very large community, an incredible large community with more than 100,000 of students and something like 4,000 faculty members from various different fields who attend our university campus. This is just an opening greeting, so I think that I finish here. I will leave here, and I do hope that during this virtual open day, you feel inspired and ready to begin your academic and professional journey with us at Sapienza University of Rome. Thank you very much for your attention.
All right, great. Let's have a general look, I would say, in a very synthetic way to the 3 courses that we are talking about today.
Studying medicine in Rome in English. At Sapienza University, you can attend our international medicine courses recognized by the World Federation for Medical Education. Sapienza Università di Roma is one of the oldest universities in the world and enjoys a high ranking in the international hierarchy of research institutions. University fees in Rome are significantly inferior to those of UK or US degree courses, and the cost of living is lower than in several other Western cities. An added bonus, you will be living in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Our international degree courses are attended by students coming from as many as 25 countries, from Europe, but also Turkey, Iran, Korea, Vietnam, Japan, United States, Nigeria, Egypt, and many others. What is more, visiting professors from US, France, Spain, Brazil, and India come and teach here. The medicine degree courses of Sapienza University are part of prestigious international consortia, such as CIVIS and the M8 Alliance, together with universities such as Harvard, Yale, Stanford, and Oxford. Thanks to the Erasmus Plus program, you may acquire further experience by studying for a certain period in one of our many partner universities. Our international medicine courses combine tradition and innovation. Our key facilities are 2 university hospitals with modern structures such as skill labs or historically significant buildings such as our museums. In addition to prescribed lectures, our international courses offer several hands-on learning opportunities and classes to choose from according to your interests. Counselling and tutorship services are also offered in English, as well as excellent programs for deserving students, Italian language courses and meetings on medical humanities subjects to help students socialize and exchange ideas. In order to enroll, you have to pass the iMat test, International Medical Admissions Test, which is held twice a year. You can apply to sit the test on the Universitali IT website if you have a secondary school diploma. Please remember that only a limited number of students are accepted. More than half international medical course graduates work in the health field or have started paid training within a year from graduation. Were you born in Italy? You will work towards an international career in a dynamic environment and enjoy teaching of the highest level as is recognized worldwide. Are you living abroad and wish to discover Italy and its culture? You will have a truly immersive experience, and at the end of the course, you will be able to continue your studies with a doctorate and a specialization in Italy, staying in the country to continue your medical career. Are you envisaging a future providing care for those who need it? Are you attracted to medical professions, dentistry, or nursing? Do you dream of a future in research or teaching? Are you fascinated by biotechnologies and AI applied to biomedicine or molecular sciences? Sapienza University is the right place for you. Plus, we are in Rome, simply a unique city in the world.
All right, we are back live, and at this point I would call Professor Damati, who's the president of the course of Medicine and Surgery, to present us with a little bit more detail and specificity what's about this course. Please, Giulia.
Thank you, Dario. Good afternoon to all the students attending this event and also to the colleagues. Now, I hope my task will be much easier after this wonderful presentation. I'm going to provide you with some info about our course in medicine and surgery. Let me share with you some slides. Desktop. Okay, this is my family, by the way. Here we are. Okay, so you know already where we are and who we are. I'm taking care of the School of Medicine, of course. Now, who are we, or who will you be if you choose our School of Medicine? We admit each year 45 students from Europe and 13 from out of Europe. And we have an impressive number of different countries. We have more than 50 countries of origin of our students, which really renders this course very, very interactive, very lively, and with many experiences which are exchanged between students and teachers. Regarding teachers, we are not a huge number of students, which makes easy to have a good relationship, one-to-one relationship, or at least small groups of students can be followed by teacher, because we have a high ratio of faculty plus tutors, students like you, for our students. So you will be not only welcomed, but also followed very close. Why Sapienza? I think this slide is useless, but I'm going to show you. Anyways, Sapienza University ranks very, very high in the world rankings, always. And is one of the University of Rome, but the advantage of this university is that it is located in the heart of Rome. We have our major university hospitals really close, and you will spend the part of your MD degree working in the hospital, okay? We have research facilities very close or within the hospitals. And if you just take a walk, you can reach the Colosseum, not in 20 minutes, this is by bus, but with a nice long walk. And you will enjoy this wonderful city. How is the course? How the course develops? The course is lasts for 6 years, and which are our main goals? Of course, to provide you with the scientific basis and the practical and theoretic preparation needed to work to be excellent physician. Okay, so our graduates, our physicians will be able to face complex problems in modern healthcare, which are becoming more and more complex and challenging with time. But they will be also able to deal with people, with sick people, with issues from people, you know, which is not in the best of its shape in the moment you face them. So you will learn how to deal with people, okay? And also keeping in mind the social environment of people, which, since this is an international course, for us is very, very important. And for this reason also, we really care about soft skills. We will allow you to develop excellent soft skills. Our physicians are really able to deal with sick people, but also we will provide you with a constant update with the technological progress in the field of medicine. How do you get to this medical degree? Well, it's a long, long path. It's 36 exams, and basically distributed along the 6 years, not only lectures, but also electives, internships, seminars, monographic courses, and also training our skill lab in the ward and in the outpatient clinic. So you will be studying a lot, following lectures which are you will be obliged to follow at least 65% of our lecture to get the degree, and this is very important, you should remind this. And as Professor Villari previously told you, our MD degree has been recently recognized by the World Federation for Medical Education. So you can apply for residency programs in most of the countries in the world without doing any further exams. How are these courses distributed? During the first 3 years, you will deal with basic science and methodology, which will be first basic and then more and more and more applied to the clinical setting. And then you will shift gradually to clinical science, practical training, and of course, there will be internship for specific internship for graduation. Always remember, soft skills and medical humanities are incredibly important. So we create events for you to discuss about topics like empathy, transcultural communication, but also to stay together and drink together just a glass of wine and start to know each other better. Also soft drinks, of course. Then there are more opportunities for our students. We have Italian language courses. Remember, you must learn Italian. You will deal with Italian patients. You can go back to your country. You can stay in Italy. You're most welcome. But until you are here, you have to speak Italian to deal with our patients. But we will provide you with many initiatives to support you in learning Italian. There is a very, very qualified path with an honor path, which involves students with high ranks in specific research programs with selected professors. We have fellowships for students, for our best students, and these fellowships are offered for collaboration in tutoring, in the skill lab, in following students having problems with the exams, but also with administration. And then, of course, you can go abroad within the frame of our international collaborations, Erasmus program, and also CIVIS. CIVIS is an alliance, European, which is now recently extended to Europe. And only Sapienza is involved in this, among the Italian university, of course, in this program, which gives you an additional opportunity besides Erasmus program. And you will know more about this when you will be enrolled. So why becoming an MD in Rome? Well, the international recognition of the degree course. And there are many, many opportunities in Italy, not only as physician, but also residency program and PhD programs, which are excellent, okay? You will be in the oldest, one of the oldest universities in the world. The quality of life is very, very high in Italy. And let me tell you, in Rome, Rome is a tough city, but it's wonderful. And once you know it, you love it. It's wonderful. If you want to know more about our course, here are the links. If you just want to Google us, yes, you can do medicine and surgery at Sapienza, but check the year. Okay, there should be the year of course, and there are other opportunities for virtual tours of Sapienza, and of course we have our smiling face. Our secretary she is wonderful, the Dr. Luciana D'Amore. She really represents the opening of the course to you students. She's always available, always ready to answer, and she's here because she wants to answer to your questions. How to get here? Well, you have to pass the iMat admission test, and you know there will be a special session devoted to this issue. So I'm leaving to Professor Longo the duty for showing you this particular part, which is very, very important for you. For me, it is the end and also the beginning, hopefully for many of you. We really wait for you with our hearts in our hands, like our students of pathology. And okay, see you soon. And I will be here for any additional questions. Thank you.
Yes, thanks to Professor D'Amati for this nice overview of the medicine and surgery program. I believe that she has already answered to some of the questions that are coming. However, we will have time, as I said, afterwards to deal with more specific questions that are in the thread that I'm seeing. So thank you very much, Giulia. And now I call Professor Otto Lenghi, who's the president of the degree program of Dentistry and Dental Prosthetics. So please, Livia.
Thank you, Dario. A moment that I try to share my, okay, do you see?
Yes, it's fine. Just a
It's
matter of
fine?
putting full. Yes, that's perfect
Okay,
now.
okay. So I want to go very fast because I have also a short video at the end of the presentation. And nice to meet you. I introduce myself. I'm Livia Ottolenghi, and I teach preventive and community dentistry in Sapienza. And I also chair the master degree program in dentistry and dental prosthodontics. This is a dental school in Sapienza is the wider and school in Italy, and has been founded in 1980. It's a quite relative short story. These are all the professors that you will meet in hoping that you will be with us. And of course, dentistry is field of action quite different from medicine, but still it's an intimate and impactful job because it's focused on a part of the body that is really impactful on quality of life of people. And it's suitable to you if you are interested in helping people and to do things with your hands, because dentistry is also, aside with diagnostic and medical aspects, is also a science that has an artistic side. So some of the characteristics of aesthetics, culture, symmetry are very, very important topics in dentistry. The master degree has very common thing with the medical degree, so I won't repeat what Professor Damati just told you. Also, dental school is a 6-year curriculum, and the student is enrolled in the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry, and to enter the course there is the iMat test that will be, of course, explained by Professor Longo, that is exactly the same as that of medicine and surgery. So the history of dentistry in Italy is quite short, because before 1980, the dental practitioner was graduated in medicine and surgery, but after 1980, we have been slowly developing the dental school till now that we have a 6-year course, and we have also, as in common with medicine, also the honor path. And recently we had a minor course in digital medicine together with medical school. And from this year, the degree is directly qualified for practice. Now, the School of Dentistry and Dental Prosthodontics is pretty new, because this year is the next year will be the 3rd year of action. I am the responsible for the course. Is entirely taught in English, of course, and the first year is almost completely in common with medicine and surgery. The organization of the course is, of course, starting with the basic training activities. Throughout the years, you will be deepen in dental pathology and the study of dentistry, also with discipline of medical and surgical aspects, but related in particular reference to dentistry. But we have also a very important clinical practical internship that go throughout from the 2nd year till the 6th year. And we have also elective activities, elective courses, in order to follow your personal vocation. So these are the standards that we have, and we also have many rules that are really boring in my view in this presentation, but you have to know that we have a strict rule to organize and strict rules to attend also lesson and practical activities in order to end and have our degree, all the rules. And this year we also introduced a portal that each student of dental students will have at the end of his course in 5th and 6th year, with the clinical cases to be uploaded. And this is a personal path that can complete also the clinical proficiency of our students. Where are we? We are close to the university. Out of the university, we have a didactic pole, an assistant pole, and we have the Eastman Institute, an historical building that is still in use with the dental assistants, National Health Service. And also we have a modern facility with all the classes and hall perfectly organized. These are all our facilities. Of course, also in dentistry, we have a lot of international agreement and relationship, also in Civis, also in Erasmus and beyond. And this is a very important asset of Sapienza University that we are very committed to develop throughout the year. And recently, as I told you, we introduce also the modern technological issues with a minor in digital medicine that is in common with all the master degree in dentistry and medicine, that has the objective in training our students in this big and important current topic and the thematic and interdisciplinary training in digital medicine that lasts 3 years, and at the end is providing the digital and in artificial intelligence skills to be applied in medical sciences. This year, in 2024, dentistry has been ranked within the first 100 national courses by QS World University. So we are very, very proud. And I want to focus from who is interested in the current dental profession, because dental profession is a real technological one, and it's a very technologically demanding profession. So we have a very complex organization. We have also a big, wide postgraduate training offer, 3 schools of specialization in dental area, a PhD school, and several university postgraduate courses. So what do you need to become a dentist? The main goal is to take care of patients, take care of people. Of course, dental profession is a profession with a high rate of professional gratification. There is a low unemployment, a great potential, and great satisfaction. There is both knowledge and ability, and you need to be interested in and available to other and improving personal well-being and health. So I hope that you'll be with us next year, but I want to end my presentation with a short video that maybe you can see. I hope that you can hear too.
Let's see, it's uploading, at least on my screen.
Beh.
In the meanwhile, let me.
Meanwhile, okay,
okay.
never mind. Okay.
No, just try again if you want, Livia. What I wanted to say is to answer to Karim, who asked a couple of questions about dentistry. So you have already clearly said that the entire course is in English, Karim. So, and that's true for all the three programs that we are talking about today. Of course,
Yes.
they are for an international audience. And also the other thing that you ask is is if whether basically this is a bachelor or a master's degree. We will answer to that later.
Okay.
Problems of audio, at least in my computer, though. Livia, is the audio supposed to be? Yeah, the audio is not clear. Livia.
C'è qualche problema?
Yes, the audio is not clear. It's not. We cannot hear the audio.
No.
But we will likely fix it maybe later with the help of our informatician. Yeah, I see that your volume seems to be fine. Let's do this way, Livia. Maybe you can share it with Fabrizio to make sure that he will upload it, since the audio is not there. You hear me, Livia? Not really. In the meanwhile, let me state what I was about to say, that basically this degree program is a 6-year program, which is just like a single package. It's exactly the same story for medicine. So there is no difference in between bachelor and master degree. It's just one single package that will allow you to become a doctor. Basically, it's just a single school. Okay, all right. So Livia, please send the video to Fabrizio as well.
Okay.
Sure.
I will share with him. I hope you saw it.
There were some technical problems with the audio.
Okay, but so there was no explanation.
All right,
it was only music.
okay. So that's not okay.
Okay,
so
just
kind
to show the people how we are organized and our facilities. And
yeah, that was clear.
Okay, hope to have you soon in our facilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Ottolenghi. We also responded to these a couple of questions specifically related to dentistry, and then now I would leave the screen to Professor Savoia, who is going to present the program of nursing. So please, Carmine.
Thank you, Dario. Good afternoon to the students and to the colleagues. And I'll try to share my screen. Let's see if this is gonna work. Okay. Are you able to see it? Can you see it?
Yes, it's fine.
Very good. So let me see. Okay, let me just... Sorry about that. I missed my... Here we go. Okay. Okay, I'm Professor Carmine Savoia, and I'm Professor of Internal Medicine with a keen interest in cardiometabolic disease. And I'm the current president of nursing degree program. Why to choose nursing? My task is made very easier by the beautiful presentation of my colleagues and the fantastic video that was introducing our talk today. I would like to use the words of Florence Nightingale, who founded the nursing studies as a science. So nursing is an art, and if it's to be made an art, it requires an exclusive devotion as hard and preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. For what is that having to do with the dead canvas or dead marble, compared with having to do with the living body, the temples of God's Spirit? It's one of the fine arts. I had almost said the finest of the finest arts. Now saying so, our Bachelor of Science in Nursing prepares students to work as certified clinical nurses in public and private health facilities. And students learn to correct application of diagnostic and therapeutic procedures, act individually and also in collaboration with other healthcare and social service operators. Now, more specifically, the nursing degree program carried out in Sapienza University is a 3-year bachelor's degree taught in English language. The course consists of full-time classes and a practical internship, adding up to under 80 credits. And the program is based on lectures, seminars, practical simulation, and hospital internship, as we'll see, including traditional learning activities, modern teaching tools, and training with the special health services, as well as laboratory activities. Exam of the course are organized by the respective professor and can be written or oral based on the professor's preferences. And the classes will be carried out on Sapienza campus and also in the faculty building next to Azienda Ospedaliera Universitaria Sant'Andrea. Basically, we have this modern hospital, which is actually improving by construction, and in less than 2 years, we'll have a new hospital with a lot of new facilities. And this is the new building in which the lesson will take place. Large part of the lesson will take place. This campus is not in downtown as Professor Damanti showed, but a little bit far in a beautiful Veio Park, which is easy to be reached by public transportation. Now, coming back to the hospital internship that is included in the degree program, it will be carried out in Sant'Andrea Hospital for a total of 1,800 working hours that are required for the graduation. And students will begin internship in the spring of the first year and will be expected to perform the practical responsibility of a nurse with several activities as indicated in the slides, and will be followed by tutors that are selected. And of course, the internship will be in English, but the Italian language, and we support this, as my colleague previously said, will support also this task in order to interact with patients. Of course, no Italian language exam is required for admission, but the internship will be easier for the students with some Italian knowledge, and we provide with this task in order to improve the interaction with the patients in Italy. Of course, also for this degree course, we have an Erasmus program, which includes several places in Europe, but also we have an agreement with Malta, Greece, and Finland, and particularly from the second and third year of course. There are grants opportunity also for this, and you can find some more information on the link indicated below. What the further work opportunities? This is, of course, a first level degree, but graduates can pursue a further education by enrolling in master's degree programs after passing an admission test organized by universities, first level professional master courses, and specialization courses. After obtaining the master's degree, they can enroll in second level professional master courses and the PhD programs if they want. For that, we have also kind of exchange of foreign professors that can join our courses and to explain how it works also abroad in order to have some exchange. And the students, when they reach the degree, they can operate upon registration in Professional Association, IPASVI, which is the association that is specific for nursing, in public and private hospitals who want to use to work in Italy. They can also operate in a local, national, and European structure or work of freelancers. With respect to the admission, the entrance exam, as you know, was also introduced before, and I will go fast on this because there will be a special lecture on that. The entrance exam is entirely in English and a written test with 60 multiple choice questions, which cover general knowledge, logical reasons, chemistry, physical, and math questions. And there are some criteria in order to pass the exam, and of course you can find some more details on the website. We allowed up to 18 students to get in when they pass the exam, and of course, if one will reject to enter in the course program, the 19 students or the 20 and so forth will come up. The score, of course, will be posted on the website, and I'm glad to see that this year we got a lot of requests from people, from students from several countries, and trust me, we cover European countries, Middle East, Asian countries, India, and North African countries, and several parts of Africa. That are interested to come to our courses. There are several materials in order to prepare this exam. The entrance exam that has no specific book or whatsoever, but you can have a look at this. And just a few words on what are the necessary documents for enrollment. Of course, valid ID, study visa, recipient request for permesso di soggiorno or the permesso itself for students regularly living in Italy that have this, so they can participate and eventually enter in the program. And of course, the high school diploma certified by the CIMEA, which is, the specific office that does this. You can find more on the website or specific website of the nursing course, or more generally on the international courses. Of course, Sapienza provides also scholarship, Borsa, but this was also underlined before, and you can find in this address also all the information required in order to apply for that. Now, I would like to leave you with the words of the former students that were satisfied, and I'm glad again to say that the opinion of the students of our courses all the 3 years were high ranked, and they were satisfied of all the teachers and all the activities and all the tutors. So I don't know if I can ask Dr. De Lorenzo to send the video, because I will have the same problem for the audio.
Hi, my name is Jessica, and I'm a second-year student enrolled in Sapienza's English nursing course. The three-year bachelor's degree course in nursing prepares students to work as certified nurses in public and private healthcare facilities across Europe. The program is unique as it is the first and only nursing bachelor's degree held in English in Italy. Students will learn from lectures and seminars, while at the same time training in a hospital internship with nurse tutors and their peers. The course prepares students to work abroad in English or to have a career in Italy by offering free Italian language courses. This course also encourages students to spend time training in other European countries with Sapienza's Erasmus program. Overall, the course is a great opportunity to study in a diverse group of students and to train in the art of nursing. We hope to see you soon. Ciao.
Okay, thank you. Before finish and leave the word to Dario, to the podium to Dario, I would like to say that as also Julia underlined before, and mainly in our campus, which is restricted with respect to the big campus of Sapienza, the beautiful big campus of Sapienza, there is an opportunity to socialize, and the multicultural environment enrich a lot. And gives us a lot of energy in order to carry on this type of task. And we are glad to teach in this type of courses. Thank you very much.
Terrific. Thank you to Professor Savoia for this nice overview. And now, talking about students, I wonder if Fabrizio could send some additional comments and greetings and interventions from our students.
Cześć, dzień dobry, jestem Gabriela.
Hi, I'm Emmanuel.
Xin chào, tôi tên là Lâm.
ローマサピエンザ大学の医学部の英語コースに通っています。
Because international courses are approved by the World Federation for Medical Education.
Studiuję na Uniwersytecie La Sapienza w Rzymie, ponieważ jest to jeden z najbardziej starych uniwersytetów na całym świecie, a także jest w czołówce międzynarodowych instytutów badawczych.
イギリスやアメリカの大学に比べて学費が安いのが魅力的でここに来ました。Dlaczego Rzym? Rzym to nie tylko miasto wielokulturowe, ale też idealne na studencką kieszeń, ekonomiczne.
Có lẽ nếu so sánh với các thành phố lớn khác trên thế giới thì Rome, chi phí sinh hoạt ở Rome thấp hơn khá là nhiều và nó rất là dễ chịu.
Ponieważ mogę korzystać z innowacyjnych struktur, 2 szpitali uniwersyteckich, a także wielu dodatkowych aktywności, które wzbogacają moje doświadczenie tutaj.
Because here I can find tutoring and counseling, path of excellence, and meeting on medical humanities, all in English.
Các sinh viên tốt nghiệp tại khóa học Y bằng tiếng Anh này, họ có thể dễ dàng tìm được công việc tại Rome, cả nước Ý và thậm chí trên toàn thế giới.
Perché a partire da qui voglio costruire un futuro nella medicina davvero internazionale.
Im dłużej się tu żyje, tak naprawdę tym bardziej człowiek chce je odkrywać, to miasto i wszystko, co może nam zaproponować, więc chciałabym również zobaczyć, czy w przyszłości nie chciałabym tutaj zostać, żyć i pracować.
I chose Sapienza to study medicine in Rome, a city that is unique in the world. See you in Sapienza.
Dewa mata!
Do zobaczenia wkrótce.
W takim razie to do zobaczenia.
All right, thanks to our students then. As you have seen, at least in one case, there was an internet connection through Zoom, since we keep boundaries with our students that are currently abroad, continuing their path of excellence and study abroad. Talking about students, about actually the audience, the potential students, I see many questions in the thread of the questions and answers. So I started sorting them to the many colleagues that are connected online to answer to some of these questions. So in some cases, you will see a direct answer, written answer. In other cases, we will answer orally in the incoming question and answer session. Before that, though, let me please call Professor Longo, who will present something that has already raised a big interest in our audience. I can tell from the questions, these iMat tests that have been already partially addressed by our deans and presidents, but that are definitely a very important topic. So please, Professor Longo, I guess she's gonna share again a presentation. Let's see. How is it going? Yes, I see something happening on my screen, and now just a matter. Yes, exactly. We hear you well. I can see the presentation. Just put it in full screen mode, and that's it. No, this for some reason there is a weird trick. We are seeing your preview, so the speakers side of the presentation is not a full screen mode. So try to set up something differently in your settings. Otherwise, you just keep your presentation wide and big. And
it's not good here.
Oh no, that's not the best. I think that's not the best mode. We can see your, how the slides appear to the speaker. So there's something in the settings. Let's see if Fabrizio, also our director, is. Let's see. No, it's always the same. So at this point,
Visualizzazione in alto.
let's see if they manage to fix it. Otherwise, we'll just ask her to have a wider slide.
No, you just to click the icon on the bottom right.
But that's what she was doing.
No.
Okay, good. Thank you, Carmen.
The other way.
Let's see.
Extreme bottom right.
I don't understand.
To go on the bottom line, and you have to,
bottom.
that one. Yeah, exactly.
But before the same, but doesn't work.
Making sure.
One more.
Fabrizio, maybe
I
has
choose
a copy.
I choose not the window, but the.
That looks fine.
Adesso è perfetto.
That looks fine now. Okay. Please, Fatima, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Sorry for sharing. I am Fatima Longo, the coordinator of the project working towards medicine, and promoted by the Faculty of the Medicine and Psychology, Medicine and Dentistry, Pharmacy and Medicine. Now speak about the iMat admission test. The iMat admission test consists of 60 multiple choice questions with 5 answers in 100 minutes. Consists of a reading skill and general knowledge. We have 4 questions. 23 questions in biology, 15 in chemistry, 13 between math and physics, and 5 for problem solving, logical reasoning. Pay attention for the marks. We have the 1.5 points for a correct answer. We have a penalty. Pay attention for penalty, and 0 point for the not given answer. Now, the first tip is how to study. 3 keywords is very important. The first word, please, Fabrizio. Next one, integration. Integration, integrate the study of the school with deepening the topics biology, chemistry, math, and physics, and finally simulation. The simulation of practice is very important to pass the test. The next one, please. Start studying early. This is the second tips, begin at school, studying biology, chemistry, math, and physics. And then we can start with the university to simulate, to exercise. Next one, please. The project Working Towards Medicine began 25 years ago. With aim to prepare students to face and overcome the iMat admission test. The aim is provide orientation course, realign minimum knowledge of the high school to pass the test. Next one, please. The course is online for all students, not only high school students, but all students. 150 hours of course in English in July and September. It's the same course, July and September, divided in 2 phases. And during this course, the next one, please. We have a lecture with teacher in synchronous, exercise and simulation with student and teacher in synchronous, exercise simulation online, and remember all the lessons are recorded, and you can watch, you can look on demand when you want. This is the course structure. The first phase is the analysis of the initial situation, starting with the simulation to understand strength and weakness. And then together we build the didactic part, and we tips how study, the methodology of study. So the second step, let's start the real preparation. Real preparation with the theory lecture with the teacher in biology, chemistry, math, physics, and knowledge, general knowledge. Then with students, you can exercise and simulate with the platform, a learning platform of Sapienza. Last one, final simulation, and pass the test. The next one, in this slide, we have the Moodle and Learning Sapienza platform. This is the website, and here you can find the material, the PowerPoint, the video lesson, and simulation exercise. The next one, please. Drive Google on Demand of Sapienza. You can find the recorded lesson and the teacher methodology and the lesson of the psychology in action management, timetable, calendar, and so on. This is important. The 90% of students recommend this course to a friend. So you can see in this graph what the student think about us. We have a high efficient organization, high efficient in simulation, and the students are very happy. Remember, this project was born in 1999, so 25 years that this project helps students to pass the exam, the admission test, the iMat test. The next one, please. Remember this code because to register of the course online in English, you have to pay 100 euro in Sapienza, and in the website of InfoStud you write this code 26604. In this link, in this website, you can read some reviews that Scuola.net, Student.it, Hempam.it write about iMat preparation course in Sapienza. And finally, the last slide, we have the website and the email to have some information, and the WhatsApp number for information. We have also the Instagram profile and the Facebook page. So I wait you in Sapienza for the iMat preparation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Longo. We are now ready for the question and answers section. So let me maybe again remind you that some of the questions have been replied to by the chat. Let's call it chat now, and so let's see a little bit what's left. For instance, what I would do now is actually let's do this way. Let's group. Oh yes, sorry, Julia, I see your hand.
Just to tell you that I did answer to some very simple questions, just writing, but you can go through all of them very quickly, and then probably most of them are for Dr. D'Amore, but we can help her. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So maybe we can go by the person who will answer to them. So we group them by the person. So for instance, Dr. D'Amore is one of the administrative officers of our university, and so she's the most qualified to answer about everything that is related to administrative stuff. So maybe Luciana, I don't know if you prefer to just switch your microphone. Yes, please.
Yes, okay.
Thank you
Good
very much.
morning, students, and good morning for all professors. So I see that there are a lot of questions about the way in which students can be recognized as European or not European students. So for this kind of matters, you have to contact the specific office, which is the Office for Students, for Foreign Students, which have foreign titles. So the email address is studenti-stranieri@uniroma1.it. So this is the email address to which students which are in this condition that want to know if their situation, can be recognized as a European or not European students, have to contact to have more clarification about their titles.
Fabrizio, can you write the address on the chat? But I see there are many issues about students coming, being non-European, but having the residency in Europe. I think if you, well, it's more for the studenti stranieri, but this is an issue
I add
which
something this because we have some. It's better that they contact the office, of course.
exactly.
Exactly, but since we have several people from Africa that are temporary resident in Europe, so they are considered European, and they use. We have, for instance, that 19 places that we have, 18 places, sorry, that we have. We have 17 for Europeans and 1 for extra European. So therefore, we can accept. But if they have a residency already, then you can apply for that. But then for this, all the details the office can give to them.
Okay. Let me take the chance to introduce to all the students Sarah Ussel. She is deeply in love with the medical courses in Sapienza. She is a brilliant student, was a brilliant student, but she's devoted. She has a very nice website, and she can help you. She provided everybody with a nice article advertising this event. And probably if you have questions which are not really technical, but on, the pleasure of being a student, or, for housing or other topics which are very important for everybody, you can also refer to Sarah. And Sarah, if you want to talk, to take the chance to answer to any question, please be free to do so. We really care for our students or former students.
Yeah, thank you for the kind introduction, Professor Damati. So my name is Sarah. I just recently finished with the Sapienza course, and I'm very happy that Sapienza gave me the opportunity to fulfill my dream of studying medicine that my own country didn't even give me. And honestly, the course has changed and improved so much in the short time that I was in as a student. And even now with Professor Damati taking over, I think the course is going to be completely transformed in a way that's going to be like one of the best in the country. I'm very confident of this, especially when I saw some questions regarding to the balance of theoretical versus practical. I know personally that in the last few years, we were brought in as instructors for much more technical skills, such as airway management, for intubation. I know that Professor Damati is bringing in more tutors. She really wants to bring the course to a European and UK standard for practicals, which is unheard of in Italy. So I do believe that the course has always been of a very high quality, but especially recently and going into the future, the course is going to be like one of the best in Europe. I'm very confident of this. And yes, I'm super happy to answer any questions that you might have.
So for instance, the story of the housing, I guess it's people are very much interested into. There is some, let's say, how can I say, public housing that you access to through a sort of demand, and then it's mostly based on your income. Maybe some people, I noticed that some people were interested in also knowing how do you deal, if you deal by yourself with this issue. So what about renting a place in Rome, Sarah, please?
Okay, so there are a few ways to do this. Sapienza also has associations such as Stu Rent and also the Erasmus group. Even if you're not an Erasmus student here, they all help personally in students finding housing. Most students, and what I would also personally recommend, is that you rent a temporary place in your first year. And then with the colleagues that you meet and the friends that you make, you all move into a house together from your second year onwards, because it can be difficult finding a room, especially when you first arrive and you don't know the areas and you don't know like what you're expected to pay. But like I said, Sapienza does have services to help its students. And after your first year, when you become more familiar with the neighborhoods, when you've met students and you make Italian friends, the process becomes a lot easier. So I do understand the apprehension when you've never been to the city to find somewhere, but certainly like there's help like every step of the way.
All right, thanks. And for further informations, anyhow, on your experience, let me mention this Instagram account that you have and the blog as well. Just type, guys, the word Acadimat, ACADIMAT, and you will certainly end up on her medias that are not official, let me tell you, totally separated by the institutional pages, let's say, but very informative. So please, Sarah.
There is also an article on the website that has a map with every neighborhood colored and numbered and shows the proximity to the university as well as the average rent. And you can also sort it not only by cost, but also by activities and amenities. So if you go to the website, there is like a huge article about finding housing in Rome and what you should consider on what websites you can use.
All right. Before going to more specific and technical questions about science, for instance, those from Afraz, let's see if there are still some unanswered questions on the, let's say, administrative point of view. Yes, actually, Luciana, I don't know if you want to add something, but you mentioned also this hello or kind of thing. Did we? Yes, can you please?
Yes, of
remind
course.
this address? We mentioned this email address more for the Secretariat. That is a Studenti Stranieri, which is STUDENTI, like students, but in Italian, of course. And then it keeps going. Stranieri is STRANIERI, and then at Uniroma, like University of Rome, UNIROMA 1, then the number 1, and then .it. However, in addition to this, there is another one. Can you please remind us the other nice
Yes,
contact?
of course. This is an office, a specific office that the students can contact to obtain more information about scholarships or about accommodation. Wait 1 second, and I find the address.
All right, and in the meanwhile, let me. Sorry,
I
go ahead.
found the address. The address is hello, like hello, ciao, at Uniroma 1, UNIROMA 1.it, which is the office which is in charge to give more information to help students to are part of the Italian environment. Okay.
And Fabrizio is writing all the addresses in on the chat. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, even though I forgot whether it will be available to everyone, the chat itself. All right then, but we can publish maybe this stuff in the legend of the video or something like that, right? Let me just answer to a very specific question. Apparently, Afraz, if I pronounce correctly, the name is very much interested in neuroscience and is asking if courses of neuroscience will be available. Of course, they will in medicine and surgery, and also you will deal with neurosciences for the other programs as well. And then asking about research. Of course, there are people doing research. This is the biggest university in Europe, so you will certainly find labs doing research in neuroscience. Just go through databases on scientific publications, and you will easily identify with the keyword Sapienza groups that are, the highest quality in this field. Let's see if there's something else.
There are also PhD programs, so it's
exactly. So let's say, of course, we are not a college. I mean, we have PhD schools. We are doing research. We are not just doing teaching here at Sapienza. Just for those that don't know us well. Then there are people asking. I'm grouping now multiple questions, such as Mohammed and others. Asking about curriculum differences between Sapienza and other Italian universities. Maybe, I guess, I assume that they refer to medicine mostly, so I wonder whether Luciana or Julia are the best to
But I think school is the same for all schools, because it's, of course, if you want to get recognition of your credits, you will have to compare the programs. But Luciana is the more, so Luciana will answer generically, but her answer is not only for medicine and surgery, and we have Professor Savoy and Professor Ottolenghi, which can add some info.
So Luciana first.
Okay, so at the moment, such a transfer is not possible. But anyway, to enroll in the degree course of medicine and surgery, it is mandatory to pass the iMat test. After pass the iMat test, students can contact the administrative secretariat, and so a specific office of the degree course, so medicine and surgery, and so the general secretary, to ask about the procedure to follow in order to start the process to validate their previous academic studies. And then the internal committee for each degree course evaluate the exams taken, and after evaluate the exams which can be recognized in total or partially. But all of this procedure can done only after the immatriculation process. So after pass the iMat test and then the immatriculation process.
Livia, maybe you have a.
It's perfectly consistent with what we do also in the dental school. So the rules are exactly the same. I don't know if there are any other detail that maybe have to be clarified. I
think it's fine. I think that's what they wanted
yes.
to know.
I thank Luciana, but she was really on the spot.
All right, and then related to the iMat, there is this question: can a person who has passed the iMat test? Sorry, Carmine, you may want to add something.
No, yeah, because this is also valid, and the procedure is what was well explained by Dottoressa D'Amore. Also for people that got some or several exams abroad. We have a case here of a student that got the full first year of nursing in London, and and provide with all the exams that were validated by CIMEA, all of them, and also not by CIMEA, sorry, by we need the degree, or the bachelor degree or the high school degree that he did in London, validated by CIMEA, and then we validated and we process all the exam, and we compare with the our program at the first year, and validated some exam with respect to the validation that he got abroad. So there is also this possibility.
All right.
Excuse me, Dario.
Sorry. Yes.
I would like to add one thing.
Please.
That even if the exam is called the same, people has not to take it for granted that will be recognized, because of course professor will go inside the programs and will assess if they are consistent with our programs themselves. So it's not the name of the exam, but is the process that Luciana told before. So this is very important, not to have disillusions.
Okay, so this is also linked to the Mohammed question about transferring from after the first academic year to be transferred to Sapienza. Basically, we do on a case by case basis, right? And then again, many questions, of course, on the iMat test on this. The first thing is to get in. So someone asks, Ashraf, asks a very interesting question that has not been addressed, I think. That is, what if I pass the iMat test and then I ask for a suspension? Let's say that I want to do some other studies, so, I don't know, in my country, whatever, before starting medicine. Can I sort of freeze the result? And do I have to pay university fees during this period to save a spot?
Okay, I can reply. I try to reply to this question, but
sorry, maybe
anyway, this kind of matters should be asked directly to the administrative secretariat. So the email address to which send the email is, wait a second, I will find. Okay, is segrstudenti.medicina@uniroma1.it. And so we can write this email with the other contact. I don't know where,
we will publish
but
all them
this is an
together.
important email address that students have to have in order to are able to ask specific question to the specific and competent offices.
Yes. Thank
Yes,
you very
because
much.
Dario, this is a question specifically administrative. Because when the student is admitted, he or she has a very short time to decide whether to apply or not. So it can't be freezed. I mean, there are specific rules. Otherwise, of course, nobody will be allowed to enter. It's impossible.
Yeah,
but
still,
there
I
are
think
specific rules, very strict rules. What I was saying
that's
before.
why I thought it was
Yes.
important to answer kind of now, because it's many people could think about that, but of course it's not possible. Let me see. Yes, so maybe something that I can say now, because it's also a recurrent question and it's easier to address, is about the costs. So how much what are the fees? So if I'm not mistaken, I would say that the maximum fee possible, all considered, is about 3,000 euros per year, regardless the course of the studies, mostly based on the income. And there are some regional fees and other things that adds up to this as a maximum, 3,000 euros per year. Of course, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. This is something that everybody's asking.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. There are fees and adjustment also in dependence on the country. So this has to be addressed to the international office, and there are all the information on the website. But the administrative thing is dependent also on the country of residence. Yes.
Okay, thanks for this further detail.
I think what we do, actually, it's important to register also the foreign by the CAF, you know, that organization that we have here, because there is this easy, which is, I mean, in order to calculate how much they have to, they need to pay, because they have to consider the income of the family of if they are alone or they don't work and so forth.
Hi, thank you very much. I'm still scrolling the questions. Again, a question about the possibility to go to other European countries, such as Germany, for internships, especially after the 4th year. I wonder whether one of you can answer. Or if not, I can. Definitely, you can do that. We have multiple European programs to do that, including the most famous one, which is the Erasmus program, I had former students who spent like a few weeks or a few months abroad in France and in Germany. I'm just talking about my personal experience with my students, but of course there must be much more than this. In addition to this program, there is this network of university that can grant internships and other exchange programs. So definitely there is this possibility.
Yeah, if I could just add to what you were saying, Professor.
Please.
So there are literally dozens of countries. You can go to Egypt, you can go to Turkey, but we also have partnerships with South Korea, with Brazil. There's a program in San Diego. I know a student who went to Panama with Sapienza. So there are so many opportunities with Erasmus.
Dental school also in Argentina from this year.
So there are definitely tons of international opportunities, but there's also different types of Erasmus. So there is also the possibility that if you find an institution abroad that you want to go to that Sapienza doesn't have a specific agreement with, you can come up with your own learning agreement and get it approved by Sapienza to go to essentially any country that you want to. So there are so many international opportunities.
Yes, sure, you're right. I was just thinking also to the Fulbright grants that are very good for mobility, both for faculty and students. Let's see, I'm just keep scrolling questions. Many people are thanking our student Sarah for her great job. People are really enthusiastic about what you do. So let me acknowledge that publicly, because it's true that you're doing a great job and you're helping us a lot.
In the meantime, I saw a question that was asking about the funnest part about Sapienza. For me, like Sapienza in Rome is just the sheer size of the university and the city gives you so many opportunities for different things. So like speaking about the city, for example, if you just want to go to a quiet cafe, that's possible. But if you want to go to a huge concert, that's also possible. But also within Sapienza, there's so many departments and so many research and we even have different hospitals. So I feel like you have the opportunity to do anything that like you can think of. For example, also because someone was asking about neuroscience, I didn't actually write my thesis with the medical department. I wrote it with the cognitive neuroscience department. So you're also allowed to experience a lot of different departments as well. Again, just because of the sheer size of Sapienza, you have so many different options and things you can do. And that to me like was the best part about coming here for sure.
All right. We have a question about some didactic activities and methods that maybe it could be of interest for everyone. Are lectures recorded and posted to Moodle? Of course, we do use Moodle, as many other universities, as a sort of platform to exchange material, etc. Let me tell you that there are I don't know, maybe the president of the courses want to say something on how we do, how do we teach?
Okay, no, the teaching, apart from the COVID experience, teaching is in presence. We can do some exercises extra, before the exams, which can be online. But teaching is in presence. All our activities are in presence, except for, there are exceptions, but this is the rule. And there is no recorded material, but we make our slides and the material available to students. So, and of course, the syllabus of the course is available. We provide also, indications on where to study, on books, or which books or papers, but basically all the material is provided. We don't use recorded lessons after the COVID in medicine and surgery, but I think also in dentistry and in nursing. What would you want to add anything, Carmine and Livia?
Yes, I have to say that we, of course, prefer lesson in presence, because the lesson in presence is not only meeting the professor, but is an interactive moment that is important, not only to learn from the professor, but to work together with other students. And so, of course, is really, really important, and we care very much about it. Of course, it depends on the professor, which kind of material he or she will load on the electronic classroom, and so it depends on the topic and on the professor. But usually everybody will upload all the possible and useful material in order to better study and to better arrive well prepared to the exam.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, please, Carmine.
May I add something very short?
Of course.
I fully agree on what Livia just said. And of course, also for us in nursing, all the classes will be in presence because just for the unprecedented case of COVID-19, we had all these online lessons. But now, of course, we have to follow all the direction by the Ateneo, which say us to do this type of courses in presence. And of course, with respect to the material, we will upload all the useful material that will help the study, articles, suggestion books, or something similar.
Yes, thank you very much. There are at least two issues I think that we should address based on the questions that I received. Then we are getting close to the end, I think. First issue is fellowships. I assume that we may want to add some more details about fellowships. Maybe Julia wants to start?
Well, I think the most, probably Luciana knows more than about fellowships. We offer fellowships for tutors, but it's not a huge amount of money, but it's a reasonable amount. But it's not, it's not intended to pay your tuition fees or rent or whatever. It's an agent, I would say. I don't know if there are scholarships. No, there are scholarships, but for sure Luciana knows more than I do on this specific topic.
Yes, okay, so there are several scholarships and financial aid available from different agencies. Which are local, for example, Sapienza University, but for these matters, I suggest you to contact the Hello Desk. They can help you and give you more information about that. But anyway, on the website of Sapienza University, you can search scholarships and you are available to see the most opportunities that you have to participate to scholarships calls, because each scholarship has different requirement. So there is no a general information about scholarship. Anyway, there are also national scholarship, for example, Ministry of University and Research Housing Rental Contribution. And at the end, a local scholarship. In this case, you can contact Di Scolazio, and you can find more information about that on the Sapienza website.
Okay, thank you very much. And then I'm kind of summarizing multiple questions that are about additional opportunities, such as PhD schools and residency program. I mean, what's next? Basically, we may want to go back on this. Julia, the microphone, if it's off, your mic, if it's, yeah.
Just a moment now, because I have to...
Okay.
were asking me for some information.
Sorry.
Tell me.
Yes, no, I was saying that many people ask about what's next. So we get this degree, we are medical doctors in Italy. What's next? What's the relationship with the residency program or PhD schools? What's next?
We have basically all the residency programs, so you can apply if you want to stay in Italy, and of course you apply on a national basis. You are ranked, and then you can choose the residency program you like and the place. So there is of course you can go on for the residency program, or you can apply for the School of General Practitioner, which is different. It's a different course. Of course, there are a lot of PhD programs in all fields: biology, neurosciences, more clinical, or network medicine, network oncology. We have a huge offer in Sapienza, but also in other universities. So we are the best, but we are not the only university. And then, of course, you can apply also for other courses. There is a huge offer of master programs, very short programs. So it's only a matter of choosing what you prefer. Really, there is also lots of opportunity in the private field, I have to say, or everywhere. Basically, being a doctor means that you can work from the day after, but also being a dentist or a nurse. I mean, there is so much space for occupation, and of course also the other courses offer PhD programs, and as Livia told you, there are residency programs, so the offer is huge. If you want to go back to your country or apply for a PhD program or a residency program abroad, you can do it. Of course, we'd love you to stay here.
Okay, very good. I don't know if
we undergone inside Malta. You already answered to this.
So yes, about the places.
The test everywhere you live. You don't have to move to Italy.
Exactly, that was also important. And then Mohammed is asking if the MD program is recognized in the UK. While it used to be automatic when the UK was European Union, maybe it's not so straightforward, but I would assume that since we are part of the World Medical School Federation, now it's not going to be a big problem in these countries such as the UK or the USA. Tell me if I'm wrong, Julia. I think it's fine. Well, tell me if you spot something that is really significantly different from the topics that we have addressed, but I think we are pretty much close to the end.
Are there any chances of iMat getting conducted in October?
We don't have more information about that because the call is not yet published. So
October was an exception to the
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, the call will be published as soon as it will be available by the Ministry of University, and the research will be published on the web page of the catalog of the course, the degree course. In the section Apply, you will find more information about the iMat test.
Okay, I was looking.
Yeah, it seems to me that it's fine. Anyhow, let me, in the meanwhile, while my colleagues are double checking, let me add that for those who subscribed to this meeting and to this event, so meaning that basically they left an email, there will be the possibility to get an email where we will put some of these information we have mentioned, such as email addresses, websites, and the stuff that could be interesting to look at, to answer to better answer to your questions. So that's been very important to be registered.
Yeah, exactly. And there is a follow-up to this event. Of course, we will be available to answer all your questions.
And let me actually take this occasion to tell you that what's next. Since I think we are pretty much close to the ending of this meeting, let me tell you that this event will be followed by a similar one dedicated to other degree programs of the pharmacy and biotechnology area of our faculty. That is the Faculty of Pharmacy and Medicine. This additional open day will deal with the courses with at least three courses that are in English, of course, for international students. They are biochemistry, bioinformatics, and then another course which has a very long name, molecular biology, medicinal chemistry, and computer science for pharmaceutical application. The date has not been released yet. However, it will be around the end of July, and it will be communicated in due course. Yes, there are, well, let me maybe just back for once a recurrent question, that is this one about cadaver dissection letters. Julia, this is, as a pathology, this is really your stuff. They're asking if we are using them.
Two types of lesson. One is cadaver lab for anatomy. And I know there are some occasions to perform this, but I'm not so many, at least in our anatomy lab. And then there is pathological anatomy, which is a 4th-year course, where you will be able to assist to autopsies and, of course, looking at the, diseased organs, but also to normal organs. And this is a very, very good experience for students. They are really enthusiastic, although the rate of autopsy is progressively decreasing. Unfortunately, there is always room. We do brain cutting sessions. We do hands-on heart sessions. So we offer quite a lot of opportunities, both on the normal anatomy and pathological anatomy side.
All right, let's see if someone else has anything to add.
Job demand for bioinformatics?
Well, you will see next time. That's the next opening, the next opening at the open day. So we will deal with that another day. Let's see if some of the president has anything to add, because I think we are pretty much close to the ending, right? Yeah. So I don't see any very different question coming now. So let's see if any of you wants to add something. Otherwise, we are gonna just wish you, everyone who participated, all the best for the likely iMat test that you're gonna do to join us. And thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, and see you soon in Rome.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Good luck for your iMat test.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Sarah.
Ciao, Sarah. Thank you so much.